Let's recap week 3. Okay, so we had the Thursday night game, the Bills versus the Dolphins. Bills won this game 31-21. You and I both went with the Bills. Surprisingly, this was a very competitive game. Dolphins were going back and forth with the Bills until it fell all apart at the end with Tua.
Uh, it was kind of closer than I thought it should be, but I wasn't really. I never really felt like the Dolphins were going to win this game.
Right. I didn't feel that way either because they're an undisciplined team too. Very
Mhm.
undisciplined. They're a
Yeah,
mess. I'm afraid Mike McDaniel might not make it through this season based on the chaos that's going on with this team, man.
yeah. It looks closer than it was. I think I just was never in no real danger thinking that the Bills came close to losing that game. Not even
Right.
close.
Right. Yeah, you can see the Bills with a superior team there, and
Yeah.
that's why we both picked them. So,
Yeah.
um, that doesn't bode well for my team, but anyway. Um, so Seahawks were at home against the Saints. Seahawks won this game 44 to 13. You and I both went with the Seahawks. As I've said before, the Saints don't play well in Seattle. Um, but this
Yeah.
one took the cake. This was ugly.
Whew, it was so ugly. Oh my God. I mean, I said
Yeah.
bump it up to 10, but Jesus.
Right.
I,
Because the line was 7.5. Yeah, you say bump it up to 10.
yeah, at least 10, but I didn't think it was gonna be like that though. So
Yeah,
that,
man. All right.
ugly.
Next, we had the Browns at home against the Packers. You and I both went with the Packers, and surprisingly, the Browns pulled it off 13 to 10 at home
Mm,
of a
the
game-winning field
upset
goal.
of the day.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Upset of the
sir.
day. But look, Packers just let them hang around. That's all to it. They
Hmm.
let them hang around, gain a little confidence. Like, hey, their offense ain't as good as everybody making it out to be. We can
Right.
actually stop them. And then Junkins, that dude I was just talking about, Junkins started running,
Mm.
started getting up. I think he actually scored the game-winning touchdown. I
Yeah.
think Junkins scored the game-winning touchdown right there.
Well, they kicked a field goal to win the game.
They did. Oh, okay. So wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I know they kicked the field goal to win the game, but I think to tie the game was yeah,
Probably.
okay. So win the game when it was a tie game. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. 18 carries for 94 yards.
Yeah. He was getting it moving, man. He was
Mm.
really getting it moving. Um, yeah, Junkins might be for real. We're gonna see. I mean, he just started playing last week because he didn't sign his rookie deal. He didn't
Mm.
sign his rookie deal, so he was sitting out. He sat out for the first game,
Oh,
but
okay.
but came in, signed it, and played the second game a little bit. I think he had like 8 or 9 touches, and then they gave him the load this game, and he looked pretty
What?
strong.
Where'd he come from?
Ohio State,
Ohio State. Okay.
Ohio State starting running back.
Okay. And he
Actually,
stays home.
yeah, yeah, right.
Hmm.
Yeah, stay somewhere. I didn't think about
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Hopefully he's a Browns fan because anybody, you got to be a Browns fan to deal with that nonsense there. All
no
right.
boy.
All right. And my team of the year, we had the Titans at home against my team of the year, the Indianapolis Colts, led by Indiana Jones, and the Colts won this one 41 to 20. We both
Mm,
went with the Colts on this.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the rookie. I mean, they're playing the rookie guy, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
but I
mean, he looked
mean,
good. Don't get me wrong. Didn't what's called had like 3 touchdowns? Taylor, didn't he have 3 touchdowns?
he had 3 touchdowns, 17 carries for 102 yards, 3 touchdowns,
Yeah, man.
and another solid game by Indiana Jones.
Yeah, yeah, man. What can I say? They're looking good right now. I can't front on that.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah, man. I,
We're gonna
I'm,
see when they
I'm,
start playing some better teams because Houston is like looking counterfeit right now. Houston is starting to look counterfeit right now. And what was the other team they beat? Did they beat the Jaguars? They have
no, they
two.
beat a good team in the first game of the season. I felt like they
Uh,
beat the Broncos. They beat the Broncos.
yeah,
This
yeah, they beat the
they,
Broncos, and
they
that
beat
was
the
pretty
Broncos
much.
last week. Yeah. And I forget who they blew out the first game of the season, but they blew somebody out the first game of the season. It was a team we was expecting to be good, and they blew them out like 33 to nothing or something ridiculous.
Mm, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember you. Man, if there was only a way we could see the scores from the first week. I mean, if only there was a way. Let's see, the
I
Colts.
used to think there was a way, like a way you could do it, but then I
Hmm.
forgot.
It was the
You know,
Dolphins. They beat them 33-8, the first game of
the
the season.
Dolphins.
The
Okay.
Dolphins. That game was 33 to nothing for a while, but they are scoring points. Think about it. The Colts are now averaging like 30 points a game because they scored
Hmm.
33 against the Dolphins. I think it was 29 against the Broncos, and they just scored 41 against the Titans. So you beat teams like that, like the Dolphins and the Broncos, who you weren't supposed to win against. You know what I
Right.
mean? You beat them,
Yep.
and then you beat up on the Titans, the Jets, and all these other teams that you're gonna get that's gonna be at the bottom league. And this is probably gonna be a 12-win team.
I mean, what can you say? It looks like that right now. Definitely looks
Yeah.
like that. I didn't see
Yep.
the whole entire game because I kind of knew that they was going to win and they was in control the whole way. Um, but yeah, we're gonna see once they start playing, especially playing some of the other tougher teams,
Right.
like the real
Right.
tougher teams. We're gonna really see.
Right.
Because technically, they probably should have lost to the Broncos.
They should have lost to the Broncos, and I had them chalked up as a loss with the Dolphins.
Hmm. Mm.
So all
The
right,
Dolphins do look terrible though. Dolphins
they
actually
do
look
look terrible. I mean, they look exposed. All right,
terrible.
let's go to the next blowout because this was blowout Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Vikings were at home against the Bengals. Um, you went with
Mm.
the Vikings, I went with the Bengals, and the Vikings won
Mm.
this game 48-10.
That
What
wasn't even
what got
close.
into the Vikings? Where did this come from?
I mean, could it be Carson Wentz? He's a veteran quarterback. Maybe that's
Yeah,
all he needs. Maybe that's all he needs is a veteran quarterback.
maybe
You know,
so. Maybe you keep him in
he
there.
only had six. He only threw 20 passes, but he only had six incompletions.
Yeah, but Mason, the running back, he came alive. 16 carries, 116 yards, two
Mhm.
touchdowns. So maybe they changed the offensive philosophy. Maybe it's not the quarterback. Maybe it is the quarterback. Because to me, if the quarterback can't pass the ball, your running game is not going to get off. You know
Right,
what I mean? Because
right,
they can line up to stop the run because there's no threat of the pass. So maybe it is the quarterback. Um, but
right. Once again, we're gonna see. We're gonna see once again, because I think he's gonna be out for a couple weeks, right? He's gonna be out for
who?
a few weeks.
Oh, the quarterback for the Vikings? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I got
AJ.
to look it up.
Oh, okay. I mean,
So
Jordan Mason came in, and so they ain't had a quarterback or they first started running back. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Jordan Mason come in and put up 116, two touchdowns.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So might
Did
be
that.
time to let this guy shine and put Carson Wentz in there because Jefferson had a better game. Now that Wentz is in there, 75
Yeah,
catches, 75 yards. I need
yeah,
I needed him to get a quarterback because he's on my team, my fantasy team, and he looking like some crap.
yeah.
I wasted a first round pick on him. All
Uh,
right. All right, next game we have the Patriots at home against the Steelers. I picked the Patriots, you picked the Steelers. Steelers won this game 21-14.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Drake may have actually had a good game.
yeah,
You
he
know,
played pretty decent. It wasn't terrible. They just couldn't pull it out. I forgot. I watched most of that game. I just cannot remember for the life of me how it ended. Um, right off the break. I cannot
um,
remember that right off the break.
I'm not sure, but I know the Patriots had like 5 turnovers, and
Mm,
you're never gonna win when you have that many turnovers.
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. So, they struggle. I mean, this was a 14-17 game at halftime and going into the fourth quarter. So
Mm,
it wasn't a lot of fireworks going on in this game. But, obviously the veteran quarterback is going to get the win,
right.
which Aaron Rodgers did over Drake May. So,
Hmm.
all right, let's go to this game where they had a wild ending to it. The Eagles at home against the Rams. You and I both went with the Rams, and the Eagles stole this game from the Rams.
Did
I
they
mean,
ever? Did they
wow.
ever? I didn't even know you could jump over the guy like that
Yeah,
and
long as you
touch him.
don't
and
As
not
long as
touch
you don't
it.
touch him or use leverage.
I mean, the guy has to be so low for you to jump that cleanly over him.
Yeah.
Why is he so low? I mean,
Why
he
why
can
not
set it
rise
up.
up when you see him jumping over you?
Yeah, right after you hack it, rise up. Why you still in the 3 point stance? You know what I'm saying? And you stay down there.
Right.
I don't get it. I don't get what that move is.
Yeah. I understand it. Eagles blocked two field goals in the fourth quarter to get this win, and obviously the field goal at the end where where the Rams had a chance to win the game. The Eagles blocked the field goal and returned it for a touchdown. So
Hmm.
wild ending to that game. And you
Very
know
well.
what? I'm gonna jump to the next game that had another wild ending. You had the Buccaneers at home against the Jets. The Bucks win this game off a game-winning field goal, 29-27, which prior to that game-winning drive by Baker Mayfield to get him the field goal, the Jets blocked the Bucks field goal and
Mm.
returned it for a touchdown to take the lead. Yes,
Yeah, no, that was a wild finish. That was such a wild finish because when they blocked that field goal, it felt like the game was over.
right, it did.
It really felt like the game was over because you're like, damn, okay, that took the sales all the way out the win. I mean, the win all the way out the sales. But you left Baker too much time. You
Yeah,
left
yeah,
Baker too much time.
yeah,
And he used some of his legs, used a lot, I mean, a lot of his legs and some of his arm, got him in field goal range, and then snatched victory from
yeah. And and like I say, that's what good teams do. Good teams
him.
find a way to win, bad teams find a way to lose. And that's what you got.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. That pretty much personifies it. But wow, that was a good game.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
was a really,
Definitely a
really,
good
really
game.
good game. I mean,
All right.
let me not say that because the Bucks were really blowing them out pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, they
It
were.
just yeah, the fourth quarter they came. Hmm.
Yeah. And and just to be clear, we both picked the Bucks to win this game. But
Right.
The Jets are putting up a fight with Aaron Glenn as their head coach. So gotta give some
Yeah.
credit to the Jets. I mean, even though the Jets are 0-3, they're fighting. They're fighting in most of their
Hmm.
games. They fought
Right.
against the Steelers, they fought against the Bucks. They were blown out by somebody else, but they've been fighting, you know.
Hmm.
Um,
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, next, the Commanders were at home against the Raiders. The Commanders won this game 41-21 with Marcus Mariota at quarterback. Wow. I did
Hmm.
not see that coming. No, I did see that coming.
Yeah.
We both picked the Commanders to win this game. Hmm. I'm glad I did. Commanders won. You know what? We thought that Jaden Daniels was going to win. We both
We thought
said
that Jaden Daniels was still playing at that
we're
time.
still going to play, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because actually, one of our listeners, Lavelle, he called me, and he gave me a lot of crap for saying that. What you mean we gonna lose without Jaden? We got the win without him. Mariota pulled it out. It's like, well,
Yeah.
man, look, I wasn't expecting that. So,
I don't think nobody really was, especially not like that. I
right,
mean, and Gino is back to being Gino. That's the Gino I know.
yeah,
That's the
that's the
Gino
general I
I
know.
know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't know. They gonna stick with him for the rest of this year because Pete Carroll don't fire people in the middle, but he was looking pretty awful that game.
yeah, yeah. He's holding them back.
Yeah, no
Um,
excuse.
did they draft a quarterback?
Oh, Raiders?
Yeah,
Not that I remember.
I'm
Recent.
almost. I feel like they drafted a quarterback and that quarterback's just not playing. No, they didn't. No, no. Kenny
No?
Pickett they traded for Pickett.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Another blowout. Blowout Sunday, man. Panthers of any teams. Panthers
Woo! The
blowout Falcons
blowout, the
30
blowout of
nothing.
the blowout of the day.
Wow. And
Falcons,
you know
how did
what?
you ever let the Panthers, even in Carolina, beat you 30 to nothing?
Wow.
Right? Bryce was over there having fun, yo.
Yeah. And guess what? I'm gonna keep picking the Falcons because I'm gonna jinx them every week. I notice every time I pick them to win, they lose. So I'm gonna keep picking them. I don't care who they play. They could be playing the Bills. I'm picking the Falcons to win just so they can lose. I'm the jinx. Yeah. Good for the Falcons. Yeah. Good for the Panthers.
I mean, we'll roll with that for now because you know, they play some other teams, but we gonna see. We're gonna see. Um,
Okay.
Rice had a decent game.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was.
he did.
I,
It's
I,
okay.
I really don't understand. Gotta wait to 30-0. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the box scores, it don't really look that lopsided. But obviously, it wasn't putting points out there.
All right, next we had the Jags at home against the Texans. Jags won this game 17-10. I picked the Jags, you picked the Texans.
Mm.
Jags got the win.
Mm. Yeah. Um, I think the Texans might be in trouble.
You think?
I
0 and
think that
3?
they can't score. They can't score. No, it ain't even just the record. It's just how they look. The and you know what? And now I might have to flip back because when CJ Stroud first came out, I said I wasn't feeling him. I don't understand how he was that good, how he came out to be that good. Then he kind of won me over a little something. Um, and I said, okay, his rookie year is good. But then he came back his second year, injury prone, um, kind of turnover
Regress.
heavy. Yeah, he still wasn't great. He still ain't making to that next level. This year, he making all kind of mistakes. All kind of mistakes. Throwing it to the wrong person, throwing interceptions. Um, that ain't gonna cut it in the NFL, homie. Not at all.
Well, like what I said when we were reviewing the schedule, I knew this was going to be a tough season for the Texans. They got a first place schedule again, right? They're losing pieces. Nixon wasn't going to play in the beginning, right? I think he's still injured, so they don't have no running game. So CJ Stroud ain't got no help. So,
Mhm.
it's just going to be a tough year for him. And then, of course, the Colts have gotten better, and the Jags are a good team. So, just going to be a tough year for him. And I think they got to go through this. I mean, this is another year for CJ Stroud to go through as a young quarterback. That second year of quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, is usually tough. And he's going in his third year. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah. Like I said, CJ Stroud is so he seems like he's just not reaching the potential of what he could
Hmm.
be. He looks solid, but he just not making the good plays. I'm seeing the ball being off. He's inaccurate. I don't know if he just didn't practice off season or what, but he's looking like that CJ Stroud that I knew back in Ohio State that wasn't that good.
But think about it this way, because I had to look back to see who they played. They lost their first game to the Rams. I would say the Rams are a better team than the Texans. The Rams are
Mhm.
probably one of the better teams in the league, right? The next game was against the Bucks, where the Bucks came back and kicked the field goal to win the game, or was it a
Mhm.
touchdown? I think it was a touchdown. The Texans actually had that game won, and all the running back had to do when he broke free for the touchdown was to
Mhm.
lay down or take a knee at the 1 yard line and just let the Texans kick the game winning field goal. But instead, he scored the touchdown. They went up 19-13, and then
Mhm.
of course they let Baker get a chance to score a touchdown to win it for him.
Right.
So and then next they play the Jags, who I think are up and coming team. So I don't think they're that bad. They just got a tough schedule. And the next game is against the Titans. So I think they're gonna win that. Unfortunately, the game after that, they play the Ravens. So
Mhm.
it's just got a really tough schedule if you really look at it.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see one way or another if he can make
Yeah,
things turn things
yeah.
around.
I still think they're probably an 8 win team. I still think they're an 8 win team. They got 2 wins against the Titans coming up.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, I can see that, but hey, Titans got to win eventually, and Texas are not looking good.
That
They are
yeah,
not
that's
looking
true.
good at all.
Well,
So
great. When
this
we get
might
to
be
the
Duck That
picks,
City. Yeah.
when we get to the picks, I want to hear you pick the Titans.
Nah.
I
I
guess
got
that
between
ain't
now.
happening.
I got between now and then to think about
Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's get to the next one.
it.
Chargers at home against the Broncos. Uh, you and I both went with the Chargers. Chargers won this game 23-20.
Yeah, close
It's about
game.
right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
about right.
I think the score I think the spread was right at 3 too.
Yeah, it may have won up because I think when we made our picks, it was 2.5.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it may have gone up. But
Mhm.
yeah, Broncos right now, not a good start. 1-2.
Mm.
Yeah.
1 2. I mean, you got time. We got time. We're gonna
Got
see.
time.
You got
I
time.
mean, the two losses were like, they lost to the Colts by one.
Yep. The
And
game should have won.
the game they should have won, and then they lose to the Chargers in a close
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So
Not
it's still a
bad.
good team. Still a
Yeah.
good team. All right. Next, like we say, blowout Sunday. Bears 31, Cowboys 14. You and I both went with the Cowboys. And yeah,
I can't say that these weird lines are disgusting no more, disrespectful no more.
no,
You don't deserve
no.
respect if you're gonna let Caleb have a career day on you. You have no pass rush. You do show the only thing you showed was a running game. You showed a rushing game, which is good. Williams has been pretty consistent over the year, but you end up losing CD, and then you try to throw it to Pickens. Pickens bobbling the ball up. It was
Mhm.
just bad all the way around. Besides our running game, that was the only thing that was good.
Yeah, Caleb Williams looked like an NFL quarterback. He was 19 of 28 for 298 yards and four touchdowns. I mean, this is by far his best game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. 49ers were at home against the Cardinals. 49ers pulled out the win 16-15. I picked the Cardinals to win. You picked the 49ers. 49ers
Mm.
got the win.
Yeah, barely. It was that was a nail biter.
It was, but I mean, you know what? The 49ers are playing with a backup quarterback, Mac
That is
Jones.
true. That is true. It's
So
Mac Jones. That's
uh,
true.
you got to give him credit. I mean, to be maintaining 3-0 with Mac Jones at quarterback, who wasn't intended to be the first. And it's not to say that Mac Jones is not a capable quarterback, but we
Hmm.
both know Mac Jones was not working with the ones during the offseason and
Right.
in that first game. So, that you got to give him credit for winning these last two games, being a guy when you don't work with the number one. So, Mac
Hmm.
Jones.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree.
Yep.
Look, Mac Jones so far so decent, and he is working with the quarterback whisperer. Let's
Yes,
not
he is
forget
working
that.
with the quarterback, or it's Kyle Shanahan. Yes, sir.
Yep. Yep. So we'll see. We'll see some games, some tougher games coming up.
All right. All right. So back to the trash can. Giants
Mhm.
at home against the Chiefs. You and I both went with the Chiefs on that, and the Chiefs won 22-9. We both
That's
knew the Chiefs were not going through 0-3.
mm,
No, no
not at
way.
all. Not
No
at
way.
all.
Yeah. I don't care what. And basically in this game, the Chiefs was like, Russell Wilson, you are not throwing it deep. They backed
Yep.
off. They had two guys on Malik Neighbors. They were not going to allow them to get those deep balls like they did against the Cowboys.
Right. Right. Not at
So,
all.
yeah, yeah. Good game though. Good game though. And
Mhm.
lastly, we had the Monday night game, Ravens at
Ooh.
home against the Lions. You and I both went with the Ravens, and the Lions pulled this thing out. I think they figured it out. They won this game 38-30.
Yeah, man. I won't say it's a super shocker. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit wins that game. But I just thought that, Detroit is usually not a good road team. And the Ravens playing at home on a primetime game. Um,
And then they were
I just
embarrassed.
you said what?
They were embarrassed the week prior.
Right. You was embarrassed the week prior. They just I mean, they got the doors blown. Well, let me not say they got the doors blown off because they did have a chance at the end to
Yeah.
make something happen. They had to stop them. They had to stop them. But I mean, I usually say something bad about the Detroit Lions coaching. Well, not bad, but just not favorable. But I'm giving him some heads up on this
Oh
one.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He actually coached a good game, had some innovative plays. Um, where he ran these plays that he was keeping them in his back pocket. Like I ain't gonna run that to a special location. Then he came out with the double option pitch out,
Yep.
which was crazy. And then he hit him with the fake. Is I don't call it fake tush push, but he brought the guy in motion and in the middle of the line, like he was going to try to run through the middle or try to block up the middle, but he actually runs through the line and hooks it over to the corner. Golf threw it right to him. I think it was
Hmm.
4th and 1.
Yeah. I mean, they dropped 17 points in the fourth quarter. So, they really let it hang in that
Yeah,
fourth quarter.
yeah,
Got to give them props, man. I thought the Lions were going to struggle early in the season as they try to adjust to their new coordinators, but looks like they're figuring it out much sooner than I expected them to.
yeah. They might got that torque wrench, cranked up now.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Now it's ready to dry.
Thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Holla.